Yeah, we are again as we normally come around. This is Adeyinka Olaiya Interactive. We're going to interact with Yeyelorisa, the Itsekiri water spirits. Itsekiri water spirit. This is Adeyinka Olaiya from Brazil. Adilati gbe ìṣẹ̀ṣe lárugẹ. That's what we are doing. We are trying to elevate the culture, the tradition, and the religion of our people, which is the African people, the Yoruba people. This time around, we have with us Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa, a Nigerian Yoruba Itsekiri, Olorisha from Yoruba land, and experience, though young, but I can assure you, you have a lot to hear, to listen from her. Before I start, I would like to thank the ones that are before me, the ones that are with me, and the ones that are coming. Mo júbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó láyé, mo júbà lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè, mo júbà Adẹ́dàá, mo júbà Aṣẹ̀dá, mo ti júbà oyún inú, mo júbà ìṣẹ́dì, mo júbà àwọn tó ní gbogbo àgbáyé, mo júbà ẹ̀yin ìyá, ẹ jójú mi ṣe o, ọ̀rọ̀ yín la fẹ́ sọ, ní taṣọ yín mọ́lẹ̀ o. Mo kí yín, I welcome you to this program, our Yeyelorisa. Though if you see her elegantly dressed, you say now, but I can tell you, she's vast in it. You're welcome to this program. And please, if I should ask you, who is Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa? You ma ju yin se o.
Asher Adeyinka Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Ọmọlúàbí tó mòye. Good evening, Nigeria. Good afternoon. Good morning, Brazil. Good day, good morning, good head, good, all over the world, wherever you're viewing this program for. I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Like we always do when we get to the public domain, we pay homage to those that are due for it. Olódùmarè bẹ́ o, ìbà kọ́dá ìbà ṣẹ̀dá, ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run ẹgbẹ́ ayé ìbà yín lónìí o, onílé mojúbà àlejò mojúbà, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní wákàtí ìbà yín o, ẹ̀yin aláṣepọ̀ ìbà yín, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti ṣe kọjá mojúbà yín lónìí o. Ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà ìbẹ́ lónìí o, yéyé ìbẹ́ lónìí o, ẹgbẹ́ inú omi ìbà yín lónìí o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà, ẹ̀yin ìyá níyá, ẹ̀yin bàbá bàbá, mojúbà yín lónìí o, ẹ jẹ́ kí bà mí ṣe o. Kábíyèsí ayé o. My name is Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa Wonder Williams. I am a Nigerian from Delta State, Itsekiri, Obaro community to be precise. I'm my humble self. Adeyinka, thank you for inviting me to your show. I'm humbled.
Eshew, I will thank you as you have also responded to our call.
I'm always humble to you. I will share Apple Boom.
My question is simple, very simple.
Go ahead.
You are You have a vehicle with water. With water. We all know the importance of water. We all know what water represents. We all know there is spirit everywhere. The Christians will say they have Holy Spirit. The Sheshe, the traditionalists, will tell you we have our own Irumole,
Deity.
deities. Thank you very much. Please, if I should ask you, water, what do you mean water spirit?
Okay.
Omi.
Adeyinka. Like we are all Nigerians, and no matter how I try to be an English person, I also do the Yoruba language, if I'm permitted. Quick one. I've had a lot of people ask different questions. That how did I venture into what I'm doing right now? Truth be told, I was not born into this. Destiny
Wow.
chose me. Presently, till yesterday, my dad is a Jehovah Witness, and I've tasted
Jehovah Witness.
Christianity. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ajẹ́rìí Jehovah, like the Yoruba
Ajẹ́rìí
people will
Jehovah.
say. Jehovah
Huh?
Witness. I have tasted
Ajẹ́rìí
Christianity.
Jehovah. You mean Jehovah's Witness turned Yeyelorisa? I have
That
interviewed Deeper
if
Life turned
you
Yeyelorisa.
if you would take it that way, the Inca. But the truth
Okay,
is this: we need to enlighten a lot of people that are lusting around to come back to their source.
come back
It
to their
took me
source.
decades to come back to their source. It took me decades before I could accept my faith as a priestess.
Hmm.
We all have our backgrounds, we all have our source, we all have our foundation, in which the Yoruba people call Orisun, Ìpìnlẹ̀,
Orisun.
àti Ìpìnlẹ̀.
Hmm.
Whether we like it or not, until we accept our faith, FATE, faith, until we accept our faith, until we accept what destiny has for us, we'll keep struggling.
Hmm.
I was a trained journalist, an investigative an investigative criminal journalist or crime journalist, and I worked. I built a career. I thought I was building a name, in which I did. I am an entrepreneur. I run fashion house. I do interior business, but I wasn't fulfilled.
Hmm.
Though while I was growing up, I knew I had a calling. I knew there was something unique about my person. But how do you feel? How will you take it? Or how do you accept what you don't see yourself around while growing up? If you are a Muslim, definitely maybe your parents are imam, afa, and what of you. If you're a Christian, maybe your parents were deaconesses, pastor, and what of you. And if you're a traditionalist, good for you. Into Banlene, you grew up with it, you understood the way it goes or the way it moves, the way the train moves. But mine was different. Mine was quite different in the sense that I grew up to see my parents become a Jehovah Witness. They were not Jehovah Witness in the first place. But somehow, my father accepted Jehovah Witness as his own religion. And we grew up with it. But while my grandmom was alive, may her soul continue to rest in peace, they will always tell her, àyànfẹ́ lọmọ yìí o, iṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀ ló máa ṣe o. But I always fight with a lot of people. I have a lot of friends today. They are pastors, they are prophets, and some are sheikh, imam. We still talk, we still relate. We seek knowledge from each other because as we grow, there's only a fool that will say, I know it all. Knowledge is a continuous affair, a continuous assessment until you die. That's when you stop learning. So when at a point when I lost everything, because I was a little bit stubborn, because I know a lot of people out there, they could be stubborn, which is normal as human beings. Ta ló fẹ́ gbà fún kádàrá tí ò wà fantastic sí current situation? At least to an extent, I won't say I'm learned. To an extent, I'm a learned person. I have a certification. When I went to school went through me. But along the line, I wasn't fulfilled. Fulfillment is not about acquiring things.
I will ask you one thing. You made mention of
Go ahead, please.
being called into the practice. How do you explain that? Called like what? Called like
into accepting my faith. Yes, I'm going. I was saying earlier. I never wanted to accept faith, identify myself, or being identified as Yeyelorisa. How do I explain to people? How do I tell people I have deities or deities that I worship, that I consult, that I seek from? How do I explain it to people? Especially if you are the educated type, that you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of life. How do you explain it to people? But at the point when they took virtually everything, I was still trying to be edgy, thinking I could get my heart together and get my ways out of all the mess. At the point of my health, that's where I'm going to. At the point of my health, instead of me to gbà fún kodoro, accept a destiny that will not be profitable, why don't I accept the destined call? Well, I'm still healthy. That was what took me to my source, which is your Orisun. We all have our source and our sources. Some are from the water. I came from the water circle, and I'm proud of it. I have to go to my great-grandfather's village, Ibitati Shewa, where we originated from. And I did necessary things, and today I have my peace. Things that I felt I was struggling to achieve came at ease. Not easy like easy, but they came peacefully, and I attend to them with all appeasement necessary. So when people tell me, you are related to water, I'm very proud of it, because in my community today, we live on water.
We are having from Argentina internaut already showing, and this is Yanifa from Argentina, Alejandra Gracias from Ifa Rayola Awurini. They are greeting you. We are having Idris Adebayo. We are having Centro. We are having Centro Divulgación Cultural.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the show.
We are having Ivani Mera, and we are full of questions here to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, please.
Yeyelorisa, I'm sorry,
Yes,
it's
please.
going to be a little bit interactive, but I'm going to start coming in with questions. When you
It's
say you
fine.
are from the water, when you say you are from the water, were you born inside the water? Do you live inside the water? Or do you get your inspiration from the water? What do you mean inside the water? And being Yeyelorisa,
Oh,
that means you are definitely
Yeye,
linked.
Yeyelorisa
Please,
to the water realm.
yeah.
Okay, quick one. If you say,
Yeah,
do I live in water? If I may ask
yeah.
you
How do you?
tonight, so if I may ask you now, have you taken water today?
Yeah, yeah. I shower with water. I drink water. I live with the water.
Okay, if
But
you have
you
taken
see,
your bath
you
with
don't know
water and you
when we say
drank
water
water,
spirits. Yeah.
go ahead, talk.
When we say water spirits, we tend to to handle the
Differentiate.
spiritual parts, the spirituality. You know, that's what we mean by water spirit.
Okay,
I want you
okay,
to broaden more. Tell us more about water spirit. Water spirit. You get the inspiration, your
okay.
power from the water. Do you have meetings inside the water? You have a group of water people. Like here, I live in Brazil, and I know when I say water people, here we have Yemoja festival here in Brazil. We know Yemoja is linked with the
Of
water.
course.
We have
We
Oshun
have, we
festival.
have,
Yeah. So
Yinka,
tell me.
can I talk?
I want us to go in deep into the water
Okay, no
chart.
problem.
Yeah, yeah. What actually?
We all have,
How do you how do you explain your vehicle with the water? What do
okay,
you use water as your as a omiye, like we say in Yoruba, the water for you just pick water and heal
of course.
alatinga. So do you have meetings? Do you have water colleagues? That's exactly
Can I,
what I
can I talk now, please?
yes, I'm hearing you.
Good. Okay, let me answer your question uh in a bit. The first one you said, do I live in the water?
Yeah.
Virtually every human that has an affiliation with water will always get connected to water virtually every day. Like I asked you earlier, have you taken water today? Water is life, water is purity. In some other and other parts, they say wọ́n ra ilé ayé gbé fún lágbájá ni. Have you heard it before?
Hmm. Àgbọ́yé ọ̀rọ̀ kàbìtì.
Adeyinka, have you heard it before?
Àtìgbọ́yé,
Pé
we
wọ́n ra
have
ilé ayé. That
yeah.
means they pay the price for this person. Yes, they pay the price for this person to be on this planet.
Hmm.
We have people, kábíyèsí ayé o, kábíyèsí yeye o. We have a lot of people. Some people live underneath the water. They take dominance of that part. Some live on the water. Some live on the highland.
Hmm.
So if you ask
Yes.
me as a person, do I live on the water? Definitely I would say yes. Because even on the land, if you dig deep, definitely you get a source that is water filled.
Hmm.
Am I
Yes, yes.
am
I agree
I
with you.
communicating here?
I agree with you. You are communicating.
If you want to get a drainage or you want, yes, if you want to dig a space, which is the land. So we are living on water, but some people
Okay,
are privileged to live on the surface, which is the land.
I will ask you one thing. Water spirit, as Olomi, I will take you a little bit into the Yoruba tradition of Ifa. In Ifa
Go
tradition,
ahead.
we know how strong Oshun is. We know how strong Umi is. And we know, I will quote
Ẹ̀mí
Professor Wanja Bimbola.
ẹ̀mí
Oni,
omi.
Oni Ifá ló bólómi tútù, ló
Like
bólómi tútù níyàwó.
Yorùbá
Ayé Ifá
people
tútù, ó
will
máa tútù ju omi lọ.
say.
Ó ní ayé Ifá tútù, àní ó máa tútù ju omi lọ o. Ayé Ifá tútù, ó máa tútù ju omi lọ. Ó ní Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Ó ní Ifá gbé olómi tútù ní ìyàwó. Èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ o, Odùfá ló sọ o. Professor Wanja Bimbola, àwíṣẹ Ifá. Wow. Ṣé ibi tí omi kẹ́yìn náà sọ, the water you're talking about, is it linked with this?
Of course. We all have a different region. In Delta State, Itsekiri, we have water that links from the shore to Lagos. In my home part, they call it Bini River.
Bini River. So you mean in Bini River?
Bini River.
In Bini River, you have meeting there.
I don't have meeting, Adeyinka.
Okay.
I'm on the land.
You're on the land.
Yes.
But you're on the land,
it's a privilege.
But you operate from the water.
You are saying so.
I'm asking.
Okay. Can I come in fully?
Yes, you are. Yes.
To enable me answer your question.
Yes.
In the Yoruba region, we have Oshun, which is a prominent water festival. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. In Brazil, they have water source.
Yes.
Good. In Obaoro, Itsekiri, we have our own water deity, which is called Yeye.
Yeye.
Yes. So I am Yeye priestess.
Okay, Yeye priestess.
We celebrate, yes. We celebrate, we do our yearly appeasement to that deity. Inú omi ló ń gbé. The same way we have Oshun festival.
Okay.
And when you want to talk about water to a layman understanding, omi máa ń ṣàn pàdé omi ni.
Omi ṣàn pàdé omi.
Omi ṣàn. There's always a linkage. Have you ever seen someone blocking the movement of water?
No.
A kì í dínà mómi. Omi kì í lọ́gbẹ́. A kì í fọwọ́ de omi. Obìnrin omi kì í lọ́gbẹ́. Kábíyèsí o, Olódùmarè o, kábíyèsí ẹ̀yin gbogbo ajúnilọ́ o. So there is more to water. There is more to that source. Tí omi bá ń ru, wá ló ń bínú.
Tí omi bá ń ru.
Wá ló ń bínú. One, if you are troubled and you do consultation, they will tell you should go and fetch from early hour of water. Omi àjípọn.
Omi àjípọn.
Wọ́n ní ó máa ń calm. Like where I came from the shore, you do 3 hours, maybe 2 hours, 54 minutes on speedboat before you get to my community. if you board early, there will be calmness. But if you go at the peak period, whereby everybody is transacting and doing their business daily, doing their daily transaction, there will be adulation. There's always this jet on the sea, and you feel it. So there are some people that they are privileged to stay underneath the sea, underneath water. And some have the grace to be on the land. But you will always have your life with you, whereby you will always communicate with them when you need them to, when you want to put them at work. So water is one spirit. Ọ̀kan ni omi.
I will try and speak in Portuguese to our Brazilian listeners, internauts, and the Spanish people also listening to us,
Okay?
so that they can also follow us.
No
Mais uma
problem.
vez eu agradeço as suas audiências, né? Pelo Brasil, Argentina, Estados Unidos, Nigéria, Portugal, o país do mundo. Está conosco aqui, mais uma vez, no interativo, né? Yeyelorisa.
Yeye.
Yeyelorisa Asher.
Yeyelorisa
Yeyelorisa Asher
Asewa Abaniwanda Williams.
Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa. She's
Abaniwanda Williams.
She's with us and telling us more. Ela está conosco e nós ensinando, aliás, explicando o que quer dizer o poder, né? O espírita, né? Isso que é lá da água, do mar. O poder do mar. Ela diz que vem lá, ela é filiada com o mar, a qual onde ela se inspira, onde ela consegue os poderes dela e ela está explicando que não há como viver sem água, que o mundo da água é o mundo que ela vive, que ela é de Oxum, ela é de o mar que tem entre
Yeye.
E podemos efetuar qualquer pergunta que a gente quiser perguntar. Está aberto o programa para que ela responda. Obrigado aí. With us, we also having an internaut from UK, Felicia James, greeting you from UK. From Argentina, telling us that in Spanish, that water is from woman, that water is Oshun, the water is life, and even from the process of bath, that water is necessary.
Water is very, very important to human.
So she's Alexandra Gracia from Argentina. We have more questions. We have Chooks from Brazil. As the princess of this culture, what benefits have you brought to your community in particular and Nigeria in general? That's the question from another internaut.
Okay.
How have you been able to use this interesting culture, interesting religion, tradition to benefit society? of today, principally in Nigeria.
Okay.
But before we go into that, do you make consults? Do
Of course,
you
yes, I do.
attend? You attend to interested? You attend to spiritual situations of people around you. You make consults. If you make consults,
Yeah.
can you please tell us your how they can contact you on the after the program? Your telephone, your Instagram, your Twitter. Where are you located? Where in Nigeria? And how do you consult? Is it through water? Is it through Ifa? Is it through Orisha? Is it through Oshun? How do you uh, 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 make society benefit from what you do? Then, together with the question from Honorable Chooks Iluigbuna. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chooks, for the question and all other people that have asked different questions. Quick one, I do definition, I do consultation, I do my best as a tool to direct people to their source. I consult with, I do consultation from different ways, led by my DSC, which is water. Then to answer the question again that says, what benefits have I done to my community? To the glory of Yeye and Olodumare, I have been privileged to do a lot in my community. Living on the island and on the sea, on water, is not easy, but I would say we, because it's not something I do alone. I don't take glory. I take glory as a body. We've improved our community and we're taking it to a nationwide affair whereby we would bring help people to trace their source, get their problems solved gradually, and do unnecessary needful things. Then, for my handle, you can always reach me when you want to do a private consultation. Uh, for my Instagram handle is 1205 Solutions. There you have my number. You have a private chat with me.
Okay. And she's Yeyelorisa Asher Adesewa or Ashewa
Baniwon
Abadiwanda
Williams.
Williams. She's the Itsekiri water spirit. She's making it clear to us that she has a vehicle with the water, though vast in the Ifa tradition uh, and Orisha. She's from Itsekiri,
They also say
in
Nigeria.
Ibadan, Nigeria,
I reside in
and
Ibadan and Lagos.
Ibadan, Lagos. She frequents
Yes.
Oyo, Oshogbo,
Sẹ́yìn, Òṣogbo, Ifẹ̀,
Iseyi, highly involved
Àkúrẹ́,
in
Èkìtì.
highly involved in Orisha tradition, but she's linked with the water spirit. My
Okay.
question a little bit is please uh, since you've been in this service, I call it the service, in this call, uh, have you been, I don't know, I'll not be straight. Since you have adopted this call, since you have accepted this call and you've been in this service,
to humanity.
To humanity. What have you noticed as what have you that's different? I'd rather say what are the what can you share with me, with us, since you've started, since
Accepted faith.
yes, what are the differences? What can you share with us as experience that, oh, I did not know, but when I became water spirit, now I
One,
know what I didn't know. Now
okay.
I'm seeing the world from a different angle. Please.
Can I talk now, please?
Yeah, yes.
Go,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
good. Thank you. If you say I'll need to break the question. You said, the moment I accepted faith, what are the experiences? Adeyinka, I will never lie to please anyone. There's difference between you are educated, there's difference between you are a learner, there's difference between you have different certification, and there's difference between I am being fulfilled in destiny.
Mm.
A lot of people, a lot of us, we run after, let me go to school, let me have this certification, let me be educated, in which I did. But was I fulfilling destiny? The answer was no.
Mm.
The moment I accepted my faith and destiny call, I am 100% saying this with all sincerity, that I have my calmness within myself.
Mm.
The moment I traced my source, I accepted my destined call and faith, I am now in another realm fulfilling my own destiny.
Mm.
A lot of people out there, a lot of us in the past, we are living someone else's destined call. Most times because of our parents. And I will plead to parents, stop deceiving your children. Because there will be a time, may we not see a situation whereby our children will start stoning us. That mom, dad, when you knew this was my source, why didn't you channel me to it? Why didn't you allow me accept my own destined call? There's this adage they say,
Mm.
a lot of ladies out there today, they have different disappointment when it comes to relationship and marriages.
Mm.
Trace your source. Make peace with your source. Accept faith and destined call. Then every other things will fall in place. I am a living witness. Where I am today, I am proudly saying it with all sincerity and with the hope of nature that I am living a fulfilled life to the
Right.
help of the Olodumare because I accepted faith.
Mm.
It's not always easy. Ìwọ tó jọmọ omi tó ń lọ jẹ́ǹdì àtàn.
Mm.
When they tell you fẹ́gbẹ́ lóúnjẹ, ẹgbẹ́ omi ni ẹ́, ó lè jẹ́ tí omi lẹ́gbẹ́ ẹ, ó lè jẹ́ inú omi, ó lè jẹ́ omi adágún, ó lè jẹ́ àgbàrá tó ń ṣàn. And somebody will just tell you fẹ́gbẹ́ lóúnjẹ, ẹ ṣáà gbé lọ síbi etí àtàn. And you expect result. The answer is no. Until you trace your source and accept your destined call. Ewé là ń fọmọ ayò ṣé wọn ní fi wá ṣeré ayò inú ayé.
Mm. uh, I think it is a clear understanding. We need to go back to our source.
It's
We need to
very, very,
accept.
very sacrosanct. Very, very important. Until you trace your source and accept your faith, which destiny or you have been destined for. Ó wáyé aláyé ni. Gbà forí, gbà fún kádàrá, gbà fún àyànmọ́. That's when you live a fulfilled life.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá ni. Kó ẹni tó yé bá yé, tó ṣetán àti gbà fún kádàrá. Like I said earlier, it's not an easy task. It's not something that you just wake up in the morning and say, Adeyinka, I want to accept.
But now tell me, you see, you are bringing in from very important side. You see, here in Brazil, we know how water is being cherished. And at the end of the year in Brazil, we all go to the beach side. Why everybody in other part of the world go to churches, go to whatever. Here in Brazil, the entire Brazilians, or average Brazilians, let me say that way, go to the beach side to offer one or two things to the water spirits. You know, they take good care of the water in Brazil. They avoid polluting water in Brazil.
Which is very, very
Water,
important. A kì í
the
dá ohun
seaside in
ẹ̀gbin
Brazil
sínú
are
omi.
probably well taken care of, which is not the case in Nigeria.
Not
You know how
really.
water.
In my own part, let me come in there. In my own part, in my own community, we don't throw dirt into the water.
Don't throw it into the water.
We don't throw dirt into water. We don't like some people will say when it's raining, you can put all the dirt and pour it by the water side. It will go straight into the dam. We don't do that. We cherish our water because when you are sick, no matter the sickness, and you get to our source and you have faith, you believe. Once the water is being sprinkled on you or they use it to bathe you, definitely you would be healed. It's a place whereby you go to seek, you ask, you plead, you make your request.
Yeah, but like somebody's asking the question here, Felicia James from the UK. She's saying that
my grandmother's name is Omiremi.
Omiremi, that has she got any connection with water by the name?
Of course, definitely. It's just a single alphabet. Here you have Omiremi. If you follow the sound, Omiremi. Instead of water to seize me into another planet, it gave me grace to be on this planet. In my home place, if you want me to interpret it, it will be Omiremi. Omiremi. Ọmọ tá a bá rè, òun ní ń di ẹni ńlá, òun ní ń di àmúyangàn, òun ní ń dẹni àpèsìn nínú ayé.
I will say something very important.
Please go ahead.
you have also helped telling society how good it is to
Is
take
that what,
care
please?
of our water sides.
Of
The
course.
beach side in Nigeria, the beaches, the beach sides, the seaside in Nigeria, in our land, their home, are still not uh, 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 well or properly taken care of. Uh, we know how it's important it is. The very manner we take care of the land, of the air, we need to take care of the sea. The water side in Nigeria, to the best of
Most
my
times it's being
knowledge,
polluted.
are practically polluted. Yeyelorisa is saying that the side you are seeing there, water, leave that water, Joe. There are people, there are spirits that are involved. That water is not just ordinary. She's making
No,
it
it's
clear.
not.
She's making it clear to every Nigerian, every soul, that the water you are seeing is not just ordinary. The very way you are seeing the land being habited, the sea, the water side are also under habitation. We have the physical and the spiritual part of it. Let us avoid throwing
Dirt into water,
into water.
especially people within Nigerian part. Whenever it's raining, we should be very, very careful.
Should be very, very
Throwing
careful.
dirt into water could be dangerous to your life.
Your life.
Ẹni bá pọ́n omi lé
Now,
lomi ń pọ́nlé.
tó bá pọ́n mi lé, lomi ń
Lomi ń
pọ́nlé.
pọ́nlé. Ẹni bá buyì kómi, lomi ń buyì kún. Èmi ṣe gẹ́gẹ́, mo ṣe gẹ̀gẹ̀. Mo ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ omi. Mo dárẹwà pé bọ́. Mo dárẹwà pé sìn. Omi gbè mí o, mo wá dúpẹ́ omi. Bá a bá ṣe ni lóore ọpẹ́ làádú. Yeye mo dúpẹ́ tèmi.
Ẹ ṣeun. I will go a little bit into Portuguese. Mais uma vez eu vou entrar em língua portuguesa, né? Para poder explicar mais um pouquinho para os internautas nos assistindo pelo Brasil e América Latina. Ela é a princesa vinculada ao poder do mar, que é Omi, no idioma Yoruba. Water. Ela está nos explicando a importância de como é que é importante preservar, tratar bem a água. Da mesma forma que a gente trata bem onde a gente pisa, que é a terra, a gente precisa também tratar bem a água, desde que precisamos água para tudo. Ela está dizendo que ela é uma pessoa que usa muito água para resolver situações, né? Ela é de uma tribo bem uma tribo minoria, né? Na Nigéria, Itsekiri, né? Mas está disposta a mostrar para nós o que tem de melhor. Itsekiri. Obrigado. Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa. How do we greet Oba in Itsekiri? How do we? I think we need to recognize Itsekiri land, because you are here not just representing the tradition,
Gente.
but you are also representing Itsekiri. This is the very first time.
Ìrọ̀sán dédé.
The very first time you are having. We're having someone from Itsekiri who tell us a little bit about Itsekiri and how do you greet your king there and your spiritual link there. You have any? How do you call the Oba? Is he Oba of Itsekiri? How do you call the king in Itsekiri?
Olu.
If I want to greet him,
We greet
Olu.
We greet Olu of Warri.
Okay, Olu of Warri. Okay.
Yes.
Itsekiri, Olu of
Then
Warri.
we have different. The same way you have Olu of a land, you have different community chiefs as their king's men in different community. You have Olubadan, you have Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́, and you have other community that have their head. So in my own community, we have our own head. And if I need to greet our own head, I'll greet Ìrọ̀sán tálẹ́ o, Àpòníyẹ̀kẹ̀, Ìrọ̀sán tálẹ́ o.
Okay. So how do we respond?
Ìrọ̀sán o.
Ìrọ̀sán o.
You answer you. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ ń bẹ̀ yẹn o. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, ṣàlàáfíà ni o.
Ṣàlàáfíà ni. Ẹ ṣeun. We are having many questions here, but I know we will still have more time to bring our Yeyelorisa, because she will be with us for more and more. We have a lot to learn. We also we are seeing questions, suggestions. Somebody already sending us message that they also have Ijo water spirits.
Of course.
You know, and they also like to come on board and let us hear of Ijo water spirits. That can be very interesting. There's a question from Felicia here. How can one develop deeper connection with water spirituality on a daily basis? That's over to you. How can we develop?
Felicia James, I don't know which country you are connecting from. Okay. Well, I would have some personal questions to ask you. You can connect.
Maybe we will after the program.
You can connect me on 1205 Solution. Yes. On Instagram. You can private chat me. I have my numbers there.
Okay.
You can call. You can do WhatsApp, because I will ask you some questions. Then I can give you full answers.
Your number is
080
Yeyelorisa
080 32 23.
So you can speak with her directly, and it's on 0. It's on 0. No, how do you say it? I think it's
2 + 2 3 4 234
234 80
0 32
32
23
23
89
89
96
9
6.
96.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we can if you want to contact her, Yeyelorisa Asher +2348032238996.
96.
That is telephone number for Yeyelorisa Asher. She will attend to you. She can talk to you. If you want to
You have
know
your
more
time
about
to
what
ask your questions. You want to do consultation.
you
I
can
want to
talk
know
to
about your thoughts.
Yeyelorisa. Now let's
Yes, please.
go a little bit deep.
Okay.
Are you? I know you started like Onifa and this and
Okay.
your water spirit, and where you live, you have also Arabaifa, you have Babalawo,
Of course. We
Yeyelorisa,
have Baba
you
Nifa.
have. Are you
We have
also
Onishegun.
Onishegun? Are you also a member of this association there in where you in Nigeria? Do you have your Araba in your? How come about Ifa? Because I can see you are vast in the Ifa tradition. How come about the knowledge of Ifa? Did you study Ifa somewhere? Have you learned Ifa with people around with Unifa? How come how did you start your Ifa? That is the
Journey.
Ifa divination system. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Inka. Ifa is it's very, very deep. Not is not everybody is entitled to be called Babalawo or Baba Nifa. Are you listening?
I'm hearing you.
Good. In Ìṣẹ̀ǹbáyé, I'm back to the Yoruba region now. Nínú Wáṣẹ̀, tá a bá bímọ, the third day, they will do Ìṣẹ̀ǹtáyé. They won't use any deity for consultation. They will use Ikinfa or Opele to know the journey of that child to this world, to this planet. I like there was a time I did consultation years back when I was still active as a journalist, and they told me that I have something to do with Orunmila, Ifa. And as yes, as a person that I am very, very inquisitive, I can seek knowledge to any point. So I went deeper and I realized tó o bá tọ̀ bó ṣe yẹ kó o tọ̀, tó o bá tọ̀ tó o bá tún tá bó ṣe yẹ kó o tá, bó ṣe ń ṣe kónítàn wáyé asán. Meaning, if you trace it the way you are meant to trace it, and you don't tackle it the way you are meant to tackle it, that person has come to this world in vain. If you want to really get to deep in Ifa line, if they don't use Opele to do consultation for you, definitely they will use Ikin. When I decided to accept my own destiny call, I got closer to the Yoruba region because I was born in Oyo State, Nigeria. I got close to some Ifa priests that I can vouch for, that they are full of knowledge. Like the English person would say, what you don't have, you can't give. So when I got closer to the source of Ifa and the knowledge, I realized, wow, there's knowledge in life and there's life in knowledge. If you go to an Ifa priest for consultation or definition and they use Ikinfa to seek, I can tell you whatever they say is 100%. But the major problem we have as human beings is agbomaru. Like Ebami Biri, help me see. Agbomaru, you are your own enemy.
You are your own enemy.
Of course. When you go for consultation, you went to ask. And when they tell you, you need to appease this, you need to do this sacrifice, they said, okay, I'll come back. After 3 months, you now return and say, the problem is getting worse. Because sacrifices, appeasement, avert a lot of evil in one's life and one's journey. You are not doing the needful. You are toiling with your destiny. Let me give you an instance. While I was growing up, I was very young, but right from childhood, I was a very inquisitive person. So I remembered my grandmom told us the story. She will always say, Toba npatewo ba won pa. Toba laju ba won laju. Toba ngbebo ba won gbebo. Agbomaru ota eni ni se. That there's this person, we always call the person Iyabode. Then, in those days, she accompanied her friend for consultation. They now told her friend, you have 9 children. If your first child attain and fulfill destiny, story combat sumo and ogba. But the woman refused because of her religion. And she quoted, like my grandmom said, the blood of Jesus has eradicated all my problems. And she didn't do anything. But the friend that accompanied her had 4 children. When she got home, she did exactly what they asked her to do. And the 4 children are great people today, till date. And the one that had 9 children is not a film, it's not a story. It's what happened that we grew up. Me personally, I grew up to know those people. And years back, both the first child and the 9th child are nowhere to be found in the world when it comes to success. And they start calling their mother different names. And you know, when you seek help to a wrong source, they will always tell you, Mama alone share. Baba alone share. Maybe because of their ugly look. It might just be their own ignorance and mistakes that they refuse to sort out.
Sorry, my question again before you jump in. Water spirits.
I didn't jump in, Yinka.
No, before
You asked a
before I
question. I
jump
was
in.
trying to answer your
No,
question.
before I jump in. My question is
Okay.
because they bombarded me with questions here, but I'm
Go
just
ahead.
a little bit reducing. My question is water spirits. They're limited to just women?
No.
You have men?
We takọtabo la dá ẹ̀yà èèyàn.
Takotabo.
Olódùmarè
So
created
you
both
have
male and what?
no.
And female.
So water spirits.
You have
You have
male.
water spirits for men,
You
water
have
spirits for
male.
women.
You have male that have spiritual attachment with their female partner in the water.
Wow. So
And you
I
have
can be
female.
married to so you mean I can be married to somebody in the water and I'm here
Nígbà tó
outside?
ní mọ̀, ṣé nígbà when you were destined, were you privileged to choose? Were you
No.
knowledgeable enough to decide?
You are saying that Adeyinka Olaiya here now in Brazil, I can be married to somebody in the water.
Yinka, if you as a person, you have a wife in the water realm.
Yeah.
Kamari ni Paul sọ yẹn Paul, you will be having marital issue on your own planet until you get it sorted out.
Wow.
If you are a woman or a female and you have affiliation to one specific partner somewhere, until you make appeasement, amarọjọ lọjà ni o.
Already bad. This is what we. This is why
things out.
This is why programs like this can always help our society, even as Yoruba, as African people. What she's saying now is
as human,
whoever is attached.
When you are attached to a particular realm, until you make the necessary appeasement, you'll be toiling around though. If you are a man and you got married, even if you do the most celebrated marriage, my darling, no matter how long, there will be issue. It's either your wife physically will be having dream that there's a woman attacking her, and she will be thinking you have a girlfriend somewhere. And if you're a woman, that man in the realm will be attacking that man. Until you make appeasement with your source, you'll be living another person's life.
So you mean as you are outside now, you're also in the water?
John torí Ọlọ́run ọmọ tó fine báyìí. Orí ọmọ tó rẹwà tó dúró déédéé.
No, it's a no. We know the spiritual being and the physical being. As you are with us now physically, are you also in the water there?
Definitely. Do you leave your soul out your body?
No. Is it possible?
Ibi tára bá ń gbé lẹ̀mí ń gbé. If you get it right in the spirit realm, you get it right physically. There's this prayer bá ti ń ṣe lọ́run, bá ti ń ṣe nílé ayé. Ibì kan la wà ká tó ṣẹ̀ wá síbi tá a wà yìí. So why we shying away from our spirit being?
So you mean
if
are you saying that is not properly resolved in the spiritual realm cannot have a
kò
stable
kò wá
or a
kò
good
rógo tó
future.
kò rógo tó jiná ni. Ògo pure water wà, which is sachet water. There is this another, we used to call it in those days, Santana nylon. Ògo kan ni. Ògo bottle water dẹ̀ wà. Bottle water gan tún ní class.
Now, water spirit is Orisha Omi.
Like you
One way
just
or
said.
Orisha Omi. And traditionalists worship the goddess of the sea.
Which is purity. Purity.
What are the necessary things to worship the goddess of the sea?
It depends on which sea and which river.
Yeah.
What they use
Like
to appease and worship Oshun could be different with what they use to appease my own Yeye River. And yet,
okay, you have a river where you are the leader.
I'm not a leader. Mark by me. Ọmọdé ni mí.
You have a water where you are one of the
Adeyinka, I came from a source.
From Isoke, you have a particular river.
And my source is from Delta State, Itsekiri.
Yes,
Obaro
and
community.
your source is from the water.
You cannot compare my source with somebody that came from Oshogbo, Oshun, where you have Oshun River.
So you mean the source of your river is somewhere around Shekiri, and of which you are a priestess there.
You will need to travel 2.5 hours on a boat before you get to my own community.
So it's in the community of Olomi.
Omi orí omi là ń gbé.
You live on the sea.
On water. So if you are not pure and your hands are not clean, you cannot ride on that journey.
Ẹ kí omi fún wa. Ẹ kí omi fún wa.
Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni Yínká. Ó ṣorí afẹ́fẹ́.
Ẹ kí omi fún wa, yóò máa ju yín ṣe o.
Àṣẹ. A máa júwọ́ náà ṣe o. Ogbó tó ní kó gbówàá tọ́ o.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àṣẹ o, yóò máa ju yín ṣe.
Àrídùnnú ló máa jẹ́ òní di àrísá o.
Àṣẹ o. We are hearing from Yeyelorisa Asher. Yeyelorisa Asher
Asewa.
Abaniwanda Williams. She's from Itsekiri.
Oba Oro Kingdom.
Oba
Oro Community.
Oba Oro Community from Itsekiri.
Anyhow you pronounce it, it's fine.
Where she is the priestess of Omi, water there, the spirit there. She's attending to us in Brazil on Adeyinka Olaiya channel. She's telling us the power and
the importance of water in one's life.
Life. If you still have questions to ask, go ahead and ask us the questions. Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa.
Abaniwanda Williams.
Abaniwanda. Please, Abaniwanda and Kinder. How do you? Is that your Abaniwanda?
Like they say, there is no queen without a king.
àbí torí ó ń dàbọ̀ abániwá òòṣà
Ètò
kan
bá
wà
ní
tá ń kí
wọ́n ràn.
bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yìn
Aha,
abániwọ́nràn láì dá láàlú
láì dá
ògiri òkò. That
láàlú
is
ògiri
not
òkú
àwọn eléyìí. They don't bá abániwá ọ̀ràn.
abániwọ̀n láì dá.
Àbá ni wọ́n ń dá bọ́tà bá gbógun títí àbá ni wọ́n mọ̀ dá ìmọ̀ wọn ò ní ṣe.
Ìmọ̀ wọn ò ní ṣe àṣẹ Èdùmàrè abániwọ̀n mọ̀ dá.
Àbá ni ọba kì í dábàá ọba máa ń pàṣẹ ni. So ọ̀tá ló máa ń dábàá ìmọ̀ ọ̀tá kì í ṣe.
Báwo ni kò dẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ló wá lórí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Àṣẹ. So there is no queen without a king. So àbá ni wọ́n ń dá.
Nínú omi yẹn náà sì olómi ọkùnrin wà ń bẹ̀.
Kò sí nígbà tán bá bí obìnrin ọ̀nà ọba bo tán bá bọ́kùnrin wa náà bá kàn àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So why you shying away from the truth?
Okay. So
takọ̀dá abola bàdùn ọgbà bò nǹkan.
Wọ́n ní ajé omi lajé. Òòṣàjé obìnrin ni. Ìyẹn ní pé akọ́tẹ́ náà ń bẹ náà lórí iṣu alájé ń bẹ. Yóò máa dúṣe.
Ẹ̀yin lónímọ̀ ọmọdé là wà.
Àtúnláyé à ń sọ bá ṣe ń gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ là ń sọ.
Káwọn tí ò mọ̀ kán lè mọ̀.
Torí iṣẹ́ títí wa náà ní ká gbé lárugẹ.
Takọtabo la dáhùn gbogbo.
Dáhùn gbogbo yóò máa dúṣe o.
Bí ò sákọ kò sábo bí ò sábo kò sákọ.
Mákọ ẹ máa ṣe wọn. Thank you.
So ọkùnrin tó bá ní ìṣòro tó ń gbóbìnrin tóbìnrin ń sá mọ́ lọ́wọ́ tó ń ṣe kinní kan ẹjọ́ lọ tún ìpínlẹ̀ rò. Go back to your source, check your source, do the needful and let things work for you. And if you're a woman and you are still struggling to get the right thing.
Those are not having wives in the water. So how do we get wives in the water? Do we look?
Ẹlẹgbẹ́ kò sẹ́ni tí ò lẹ́gbẹ́ tiẹ̀. We all have our own heavenly mate. Gbogbo alálẹ́gbẹ́ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣẹgbẹ́ láyé wọ́n ṣe ń ṣẹgbẹ́ lọ́run. Adélé ayé tán la ní kò hùn wá. Ẹgbẹ́ póríṣiríṣi. Some are favourable to some people, some are not favourable. But no matter how bad the situation is, sacrifices, appeasement will avert the evil part and you still get your solution and you still fulfill destiny.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa.
Abaniwanda William.
Abaniwanda. Apart from Omi, are you also initiated into other? Are you also member of other Orisa? Apart
of course.
Okay.
Alábàláṣẹ òòṣà ńlá. Bàbá arúgbó.
Ẹ máa sọ káwọn èèyàn wa kán lè gbọ́ o. Let our listeners, let them be able to understand what you are saying. She is also.
Apart from water that I came from, Oshanla, Obatala, Obatash, Obatakutakun, it's still about purity. That's the more reason the same way people go to the riverside, river shore, to appease, to do sacrifices, to pray. They wear white, which is purity. If you are an Oshanla or Batala person, a priest or a priestess, definitely you must be pure. Purity must be your watchword.
So if I go to that water in your community and ask for something, it is you and your that we
have a priest.
Take me.
There can't be a priestess without a priest. There can't be a priest without a priestess. So we have a priest, which is the male, which is a man.
Okay. Of who should
Well
know, of who should
learned,
know
well educated.
of who should know him too.
Of course. He's a physical being. He's an
Okay.
engineer by profession.
Are we free to mention his name here?
No. No. For security reasons, no.
Okay.
But
So
he
we
knows
also
I am on the show to discuss about our deity.
okay. We use the opportunity
You know,
to also invite other water spirits from every part of Yoruba land, Igbo land, Hausa land in Nigeria.
like I
Let
said
us see.
earlier, water always have their band. There's a linkage. There's a link. There's a connection. There's a connectivity. If water is flowing from Benin, it will move round. There's always a connection. So that's more easy. They say, omi o lota,
Omi Lota.
omi o lapa, omi ń gbérin, omi ń gbélé. May we not see the anger and the destructive part of water.
Ashe, Ashewa, Ashe. We are listening to Yeyelorisa Asher Abaniwanda.
Lóríṣà.
Yeyelorisa Abaniwanda. She's our guest
Adesewa
today.
Asher Abaniwanda Williams.
Asha Abaniwanda. She's our guest today, and she's telling us the importance of water. She's a water spirit, very close to Itsekiri.
I'm a
She's from Itsekiri.
priestess.
Yeah,
At least you can see me.
she's a princess. She's a princess. A princess who is having a link with water.
Yeah.
She's a physical person, but spiritually she's water. She has a link with
Connected to the source.
with the source of the water. We thank you.
Thank you
But
too, Adeyinka.
before we end the program, do you want to mention important traditionalists there in Nigeria, around the world, that one way or the other must have inspired you? You would like to juba to greet them, and what do you have? What do you have in future? Like here in Brazil, we have a lot of water source here in Brazil, and Brazilians are mostly
I'll be
water,
visiting soon.
water. Yeah.
I'll be visiting soon. By the
So do you
mighty
have
power of
any
Olodumare.
And you have on behalf of the Nigerians in Brazil too, we also thank you for the opportunity, for speaking with us, and for all you are doing towards the elevation of Yoruba culture, Yoruba tradition, Yoruba religion. Though you are from Itsekiri, but you're also Yoruba. We continue thanking the all possibilities, and please say something about the the joy you are passing to us as a priestess of water. It's a joy, to see you happy, talking about it with joy, talking about it with confidence. It's interesting. I'm even feeling, I don't know how best to explain, but I know that our source is our source, and many of us have had one or two mistakes in life.
Encounter.
Yes, and she's there. She says something now. Even if you're married, and you're also married in the spiritual realm, if you don't tackle the spiritual realm,
Until you make appeasement.
You see?
and you get
So,
the spiritual source sorted out.
yes, that's what he's
The
saying now.
journey might not be too smooth. I'm saying it from my own experience.
Hmm.
What they said, an experienced person is the best teacher.
He's the best teacher. Thank you.
So I'm saying it from my own experience. When when you get the spiritual aspect sorted out, you'll be celebrated in the physical world.
Hmm.
If you don't get your
So it is
spiritual
very
life
good.
sorted out accurately,
So you have to tackle, you
it
have
will
to
be very,
tackle.
very difficult for you to live a fulfilled life in the physical realm.
Wow. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you very much.
If you are not being
Uh,
celebrated spiritually, you cannot be celebrated physically.
so it is the spiritual life that determines your physical life. And the
100.
water, I used to remember fella sang that song there. What oh me water.
Water, you know, get
You
enemy.
know,
Omi ò
what
lọ́ọ̀tá o. Water,
fella sang
you
something of
know, get
such.
enemy.
Yeah.
That's one reason I
So
asked you earlier that have you had something to do with water today?
yeah. I drank water, I shower with water. My life is
You
water.
will.
It's water. But I'm
The
talking of
water
the physical water. But you are talking of the power under the sea. You know.
on the
Please
sea
tell
and
me,
under the sea.
under the sea, do you have life there? Just we have life in the normal life?
Like I told you earlier,
Yeah.
there's a soul in the body, isn't it?
Yeah.
The same way the soul, which is the source,
Yeah.
is being activated. It's the same way the spirit being is being activated.
Boy. Boy. You like to give somebody, you like to say thank you to the family, to your
Oh,
husband, to your
yeah.
to your
Thank
Arabas,
you. They are
to
all aware about this program, this
the
interview,
ones
this
that inspired
interaction
you,
section.
and you promise us to come back again. Because we have to. This
Yes,
is just introduction.
definitely.
We have
Call
a
me
lot of questions.
anytime.
Yeah.
Call me
Yeah.
anytime. I'm loyal. I'm
Yeah.
available.
Thank you very much.
I
Now,
want to say
just
thank you to
yeah.
everyone from my priest in Obaoro is aware of this program. Thank you to everyone that has imbibed one or two knowledge in me in the line of this call, this journey. I greet all the Arabas. I won't mention
Mm.
names because I might miss some names and I don't want somebody to say you didn't appreciate me properly. But they all know themselves. Ibi tá a kọ́gun sí, Olódùmarè ò ní fi wá tara wa lọ́ta ara ẹni.
I shared the money.
Ibi tá a fi ń wunra wa kò ní bàjẹ́. N tá a fi ń
I
wun
share.
Olódùmarè kò ní bàjẹ́. N táwọn tó
Share.
ní wákàtí tó ní àkókò n tó fi ń yọ́nú sí wa náà kò ní dòbu.
I share.
Ọmọ yín ni mo jẹ́, àbúrò yín ni mo jẹ́, aya rere lọ́dẹ ọkọ ni mo jẹ́. Ẹ̀mí tí màá fi ṣe ọmọ, tí màá fi ṣe olùgbọ́ràn lọ́jọ́ ogbó, ètò Olódùmarè ti fún mi kò ní bàjẹ́.
I share. Wa.
Gbogbo àgbààgbà mo júbà fún o. Gbogbo onílé ni mo júbà fún o. Mo fọwọ́ ọmọdé ṣe é, ẹ fọwọ́ àgbààgbà. Kẹ́ ẹ gbà mí sínú ọlá, kẹ́ ẹ gbà mí sínú ọlà, kẹ́ ẹ gbà mí sínú àṣeyọrí ẹ̀mí gígùn àtàlàáfíà.
I
Mi
share.
ò yájú sọ́ba, mi ò yájú síjòyè, mi ò yájú sí gbogbo àgbààgbà tó ní wákàtí tó ní ilé ayé. Mo ṣe kábíyèsí o, ẹ̀yin ìyá, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, ẹ̀yin aláṣọ ọlà, aláṣọ iyì, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́jà àrà, ọlọ́jà iyì, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pọnmọ tẹ́sẹ̀ kì í wọ́ sílẹ̀, ìbá yín lónìí o. Ẹ̀yin bàbá bàbá tẹ́ ẹ síwájú, tẹ́ ẹ kọ́gun lọ́tùn, tẹ́ ẹ kọ́gun lósì, ìbá yín lónìí o. Onílé, ọmọdé, àgbààgbà, ìbá yín lónìí o. Ẹgbẹ́ ayé, ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run, ìbá yín lónìí o.
ṣeun yóò
A
máa
máa
ju
ju
ṣe o.
gbogbo wa ṣe àṣẹ.
ṣe Èdùmàrè o. mo
Adeyinka,
dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín.
I am
ẹ ṣeun o.
100% humbled. I would say thank you so much for bringing me on your show. More time, more appearance, more grace to talk. And as we tell people to go back to their source, may the Almighty Olodumare grant them the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to seek their source, and seek their source from the right channel, from the right place.
àṣẹ o, àṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àṣẹ o. We thank you. I thank you for attending to this program. We hope in few weeks we're able to come together again and go a little bit deep. Today
Father
we
Moa,
have already been going too deep. It's introductory, and I'm very sure that when next we meet, she'll come up with more and more. To those of
of
us that are
course, yes.
listening, home and abroad, I thank you too. You have all learned from Yeyelorisa, the priestess of Aro Kingdom. You know,
Oba Oro
thank
Kingdom.
Baoro. I thank her. I thank everybody present listening to us. We will have to bring the program to an end. Olódùmarè, Adékọ̀májú wá ṣe. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe wí,
Àwíṣẹ́,
èmi Adéyínká mi ò tó nǹkan kan. Nǹkan táwọn bàbá fi sílẹ̀ wọn là ń gbé lárugẹ. Mo dẹ̀ júbà gbọ́n tó yẹ kí n júbà. Mo júbà wájú, mo júbà ẹ̀yìn, mo júbà ọ̀tún, mo júbà òsì, mo júbà àwọn tó jù mí lọ, àwọn tí mo jù lọ o. Ẹjọ́ ojú mi
Báṣẹ́
ṣe
o.
o, mo júbà ẹ̀yìn ìyá nìyẹn. Ẹ ṣeun yèyé wa Olórìṣà Aṣẹ́wà, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. Nọ́mbà
Olódùmarè ló
wọn ni
lọ́pẹ́.
234 234 80 3223 8996. If you want to contact her, you want to speak with her, you want more
You want to do
counseling from her,
WhatsApp,
you
you
want
want to do
anything, just send
consultation.
her send her message and you can discuss. Yóò máa dùn ṣe. Thank you very much, Yeyelorisa Asher Asewa. I salute your courage, I salute your sincerity, and I salute your person. Àwọn rúmọlẹ̀ Adékọ̀májú yìí náà ṣe o, yóò máa dùn gbogbo wa ṣe o. Mo ṣe bá o, ẹ ṣe mo
Ìbà
dúpẹ́ o.
Olódùmarè, ìbà Kọ́dá,
Ìbà o,
ìbà Ṣẹ̀dá,
ìbà ìṣẹ̀dá o.
ìbà àwọn ìyá mi Ọ̀pàkẹ́ Ọ̀ṣàkẹ́, abiyamọ tí ń gbọmọ lọ́jọ́ ogún le. Ìbà o.
Mo dúpẹ́ o.
Thank
To
you
you
so
all,
much.
thank you for this program. Till we meet again on Monday, where we shall be interviewing another personality, very important, the spokesperson of Palace Ile-Ife. We shall be interviewing Otumba Moses Olafari on Monday at exactly 12 noon, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's talk a bit about tradition. Let's talk about religion. Let's talk about culture. Let's elevate what we have. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm Adeyinka Olaiya. I thank you for your participation. I thank you for your efforts. Till we meet again. Ó dìgbà kan náà. Ẹ ṣeun o.